Best way I can describe attending the 2017 AGA Tech Summit for the first time is inspiring.
Looking back on it, it feels like it was one of the first opportunities where Matt and I really got to stand up and talk about the world we want to see, which is one where this data is collected ubiquitously and able to be used for a lot of different purposes.
You know, I had previously quit my job and was working on savings and had quickly burned through my savings, trying to get the company off the ground, and felt like I only had another month or two before we would have to pack things up and figure out something else. And coming out of the Tech Summit, we knew that there was a need here in GI to provide better, simpler, more cost-effective solutions for video capture and endoscopy.
At the time, it felt like the most magical moment ever. And as time goes by, hopefully, if you're doing things right, you just have more and more of those moments that exceed the previous magic moment. But when I look back on it, I can safely say that it was definitely a sentinel event for us. And for me, it kind of reflects the first major milestone in the company's evolution of getting to market.
Virgo has come such a long way since pitching at the 2018 Shark Tank. It's kind of hard to even remember back then. First and foremost, there's just been so much growth in the team overall, which is something that we're extremely proud of. Back at the Shark Tank, I think there were the three of us co-founders, and now we're a team of over 20 and rapidly growing. In terms of milestones, there have been so many. Getting our first installations was a huge milestone that to this day we're extremely proud of. And actually the relationships that became our first installations were all driven by the AGA Tech Summit. Other major milestones, obviously, our Series A funding, which the AGA is now participating in and brings everything full circle, is incredibly exciting. But funding is only a small piece of what we do. We're really focused on building new products and technologies. And since the Tech Summit, I think our vision has largely stayed the same. But through the things we've learned and the conversations we've had, we've been able to build so much more functionality into the product that helps physician end users with doing their own research, implementing Virgo as a quality improvement tool, and most recently, working with pharmaceutical sponsors to help them in clinical research, accelerating clinical trials. And we see that as a major part of the next phase of growth for Virgo, is turning Virgo into a platform for clinical research in particular. And we're incredibly excited about the opportunities that lay ahead there.
Don't discount your own skills just because you aren't a physician, or maybe just because you don't have experience in gastroenterology specifically doesn't make you less than. It just allows you to bring the skills that you have to the industry and help out with those skills. Listen to the experts, assume you don't know anything about what they want or need, and then build things that actually solve for those problems. Don't create problems where they don't exist. Solve the problems that do, using the guidance from the most trusted voices in the room. And good things typically come when you build these high quality, friendly relationships that stand the test of time. It's a really small industry. So if you're not making friends, people find out fast. And it's just, life is a lot more fun when you're able to collaborate in that spirit of partnership.
To say that we're incredibly grateful to the AGA and the Tech Summit in particular. They've played a huge role in Virgo's story, and we owe a lot to the AGA and its members. The Series A investment, look forward to partnering even more closely with the AGA and supporting the mission of the AGA through Virgo's growth.